start with the main idea of the social exchange theory. The idea behind of the social exchange theory is that a relationship between two people develops through a process of cost and benefit analysis. In other words, it's a statistic created to assess the amount of work a person put into one-on-one connection, no matter in a relationship, business, culture, or any involvement in this theory. Besides, is an individual with assess the benefit of a social interaction against any potential drawbacks like a positive outcome or a negative. But there's several aspects of the theory that people anticipate in the exchange. We move to the founder of the theory, which is George Humans. Humans focus on a small group, but at first he thought that any civilization, society, or group was better described as a social structure. He started to observe the advantages and the disadvantages each member of the group received from the group as well as other members by analyzing small groups. He also created a structure for social conduct that included interactions, attitudes, and actions. Humans fundamentally sees any social connection between people as including cause and rewards. For what ultimately came to be known as a social exchange, he initially refers to as a social behavior.
Now move on to the theory approach. For this social exchange theory, I believe it falls into the post-positivist perspective. According to Nora Study site in 2021, he said that post-positivism shows no difference in the kind of between the two. The only difference is the degree. Humans, the founder of SET, used the reductionist approach to study, while the Peter Plough in 1964 differs to that approach. Humans use the form of reductionist approach to study as his main goal was to roughly explain the basic mechanisms underlying the social behavior. In the contrast, Humans' formulations is different from the subsequent study of the Peter Plough in the 1964, who actually implemented the analysis of the emergence properties of the social system that could not be clarified by the individual action alone, which means that it starts from humans who choose a group and it reduces to an individual to experience on these theories, while the Peter Plough will rather choose individuals or more than that to clarify and also to run on this theory. Okay? Alright, the second reasons why I think this theory falls into the post-positivist perspective, because according to Nora's site, as I mentioned from the previous slide, this person said that the post-positivism recognize that all observations is fallible and has an errors, and that theory is revisable. Fortunately, okay, Human and Blau's social exchange theory has received a lot of criticisms for their initial claims and presumptions. Human's methodology has been criticized as his study of human behavior is more to the observations-based and accidentally reductionist. There is two limitations that had the researchers differs on the Humans and Blau's finding of SET. The first one is the lack of definitions and uniformities of the rules of exchange among the studies. Despite Humans and Blau's finding or assumptions of the human behavior by the SET, researchers like Goldner 1960, Cobanzano and Mitchell 2005 said that they will use other concepts to explain the behavior, such as the negotiated rules, rationality, altruisms, collective gains, status consistency, and also competitiveness.
Next, we'll come to the principle of the theory. The first principle is the social behavior can be explained in a term of cost and rewards, and also the exchange. This principle importance comes from how it loosely applied economics to human decision making. The second principle is people seek to maximize rewards and also minimize the cost in pursuit of the greatest profits. This reflects a belief that people are generally motivated by their own self-interest, regardless of their decisions. A relationship that one times seems to be high rewards, low cost may be shifted to one with increasing costs and also low rewards, causing the persons to return to a more rewarding level or terminate the relationship. The principle is social interaction involving two parties, each exchanging a reward needed to by the other persons. In order to get a reward, people must exchange something better. This says by the Burns in 1973, which is another part of the sociologists after the founders of George Humans, and also this creates independence relationships too. For principle number 4, which is social exchange theory, can be used to explain the development and the management of interpersonal relationships. The economic principle underlying a social exchange theory must be adapted so that can apply sociologically. This also led the sociologists such as Edmonds and also Taylor in 1973, same as the Burns, to create social penetration theory to describe relations developments. Come to the last part of the principle, which is principle number 5. Social exchange will affect the relationship among the members of group and organizations. For decades, researchers such as Blaus, 2017, the newest sociologists of this theory, have discussed how the need for the advice and also the assistance leads to exchange among group members. The persons avoiding assistance, which is the cause, is rewarded with the respect, esteem, or some reciprocal actions from the advice. The last part of the principle, which is principle number 5, social exchange will affect the relationship among the members of group and organizations. For decades, researchers such as Blaus, 2017, the newest sociologists of this theory, have discussed how the need for the advice and also the assistance leads to exchange among group members. The persons avoiding assistance, which is the cause, is rewarded with the respect, esteem, or some reciprocal actions from the advisee. To the benefits of the theory, the first one is the relationship are formed and maintained. The second one, it theories applies to people in everywhere, and the third one, it teaches the individuals about gives and takes of the relationship. The last one is it is easy to understand.
That's all from us. Thank you.